first question comes in your mind, what is research methodology? So in this session, we are going to discuss about what are the basics of research and what are various definitions which comes under research methodology. Make up of two terms, that is re and search. So re means again and search means finding. Okay, so it is a repeated process of finding the truth and validating the existing truth. So how I can met out the gaps which are there in the existing research. Where is the novelty of my work? What newness I can give in my research? What are the various benefits I can give to the society by my research? Hello everyone, welcome to our channel PRS Educational Trust. In this session, we are going to discuss about research methodology. So as I am telling research methodology, so first question comes in your mind, what is research methodology? Right, so research methodology is nothing but a systematic pattern or systematic arrangement or framework of your research. Where you find out the research question and then you plan out your objectives, then methodology which you are going to adopt for conducting your research, you do the analysis and then you interpret your results. So all these come together in a term which is called as research methodology. So it is what in which systematic manner, in a logical manner, when you design your research is called as research methodology. So in this session, we are going to discuss about what are the basics of research and what are various definitions which comes under research methodology. So first of all, we should know what is a research. So research is when we find out something again and again. Re means again, search means find out. So when we do the finding of anything again and again, that is called as a research. So it is what? It is a systematic and scientific process, right? So as we ask a question, but when we are going to answer that question, that answer is based on the scientific results and the answer should be in a systematic manner, then we call as a research. So it is a process of defining the answers about some facts which we are taking as a question in our research, and when we are going to develop relation between that facts, then it is called as a research. So it is an activity where we are trying to answer the unanswered questions in a systematic manner. So where we collect the data by searching the existing data, then we analyze this data and then again we are giving our conclusion on the basis of our knowledge, existing evidences and our experience. So it is, as I told you just now, make up of two terms, that is re and search. So re means again and search means finding. Okay, so it is a repeated process of finding the truth and validating the existing truth. So what is the validation? Validation is justification of your results with evidences. So first of all, we should have a plan with us, what we are planning for. So how I will decide my research question, or how I am going to find out on which topic I have to conduct my research. So that planning I have to do. So that research question will come from my knowledge as well as experience and the findings which are available in the literature. Based on that, I will decide my objectives and then I will plan my research. Second thing, I have to target something. As a researcher, I have to decide out on which topic or on which particular disease or drug or formulation or therapy I have to target. And now when my target is decided, now my vision is what? Next, my vision is that how I can met out the gaps which are there in the existing research. Where is the novelty of my work? what newness I can give in my research, what are the various benefits I can give to the society by my research. So this is my vision, what new I can do in the existing work, and I can provide better resolution of the research question. Next thing is how I am planning my research, what are various strategies and various methods I am going to adopt to carry out my research, and then what is the process of finding out the results. Then finally I have to analyze and validation of my results, that whatever existing evidences are there or what the research has been done in that area, my findings are how much different from it, how much variant from this the existing research, and how I can produce that there is a variance in the results of my research, and my hypothesis can be supported by the existing literature survey. So research is find out something new each and every time and answer the unanswered questions. So firstly I will go for the planning, then I will decide the target, then I have a vision to do that research, strategies I will adopt to conduct that research, and finally I will analyze the data. So it is what it seeks to generate the answers to the problems, as well as when I am going to perform that research, there are additional questions which will arise in my mind that can be used for further inquiry by other researcher. So when I am going to do a research, then again some future perspectives are there or some limitations of my research are there, and that are the questions only that I am giving from my study and providing the path to the future researchers to find out the answers of that questions, right? So it is not necessary that only it is generating the answers of the questions or the problems, it is also providing information about the future queries which can arise, right, and the pathway to the researchers to carry out that research in their manner. Okay, so then two types of research is there. One is the basic research, second is applied research. So basic research is to find out something, and in theoretical concept we are giving the information of that research, but when we use that basic research, we are applying that research in finding out something new, and we are practically performing that research to create something which is better than, or which is for the betterment of the society, or it is providing some new perspective to the existing research, then it is applied research. So there are some differences between the two. First is the purpose. If we say, then the purpose of basic research is only the expansion of the knowledge, and no practical use we are going to do with the research, whereas the applied research, we are utilizing the basic principles of the research or fundamental knowledge to solve the scientific problems and practical problems. So here we are applying the knowledge of basic research for the finding something new. Practically we are performing it for solving the problems. If we talk about the focus, so fundamental principles and theories only, concepts which are existing we have gone through in the basic research, and in applied research we find out the real world application and solutions of the problems by utilizing the basic research. Nature of the basic research is theoretically and exploratory, while the nature of the applied research is practical based and problem solving. So here we are talking about that we are using the basic research in the form of application, and we are in the state of solving the problem by utilizing the applied research. Applications of basic research is indirect, only we are giving the pathway to the future innovators to perform the research on that topic to find out some solutions. In applied research, these principles are directly used by the industry and technology to formulate or to design a new technology for the betterment of the society. The basic research is conducted by the universities and research institutions, and applied research is done by the companies or industries or government labs, where they find out the solutions of the existing problems and new problems for providing better therapies to the patients. If I talk about the example, then analyze the structure of the DNA or study the structure of the DNA. It is a part of the basic research, but when this knowledge, the knowledge of the structure of DNA, is utilized in developing the genetic test for the detection, early detection of the disease, then it is the applied research. And applied research is very much beneficial by utilizing the basic research, by analyzing the new targets, means new diseases, and their treatment with the precise medicines, right, where the base is that we are providing the specific medication to the specific patient. So it is a part of the applied research which the companies are utilizing in formulating the novel dosage forms for the betterment of the society, right. So then these are the stages of the research where we are moving from the basic research to the advanced research. So in basic research, what we do study that what is nature, how it works, what causes disease. So in the basic research only we are talking about the fundamentals, we are improving our knowledge about the facts, okay. After that we will plan or we will go for the developing the relationship between the facts. So in translation research, what we are doing, that how the biological knowledge can be used to treat the disease. Now we have applied that basic knowledge or basic research to find out the some facts, that how we can treat the disease by using different tools. Now when we move ahead in this research, then we will perform all these studies, or we will perform the study in the animal model as well as in the human beings. So in clinical research, when we do the research in the human beings, then it is called as clinical research, where we find out that the particular dosage form, it is safe, or what are the strategy treatments we are utilizing to make it safe and effective in the human being, it is studies. So now it is the stage when we are moving from the basic research to the advanced research for the betterment of the therapies. So come to the various research terms which we utilize while performing our research work. So in this, first we design out the hypothesis. So hypothesis is what? Hypothesis is a test question where I am asking a question to myself, that what type of research I should carry out. Then this hypothesis may be supportive or may be rejected. So it depends on the fact, it depends on the existing literature. So for keep answering my question, I have to go through various variables. So variables are that a person or thing that will affect my process. So two types of variables are there, independent variable and dependent variable. Additionally, one control variable is there which is kept as such. There is no treatment in the control group, which is only kept for the observation. So now going through to my research, or to carry out my research, I have to decide out my objectives. So to decide the objectives, I have to conduct an exhaustive literature survey. So literature survey is systematic analysis of the existing work, existing findings, and the results of the researchers, scholars which they have done in that particular area. By analyzing that data, I will decide, or I will be able to decide my topic, okay, as well as the objectives of my study. The objective is very much necessary, because only the objective will tell about what newness, what novelty I am having in my research. Now there is the requirement to select out a methodology that will help me to meet out my objective. So then I will decide out. So this literature survey, this literature review will tell me about the gap of the existing research, where I can find out my topic, as well as I will be able to decide my objectives, and it will give me the path to decide out my methodology, which I am going to adopt to conduct my research. After that, I have decided the methodology, then data collection. So how I can collect the data for my research? I can go for any experiment study, I can go for the surveys, I can go for the case study. So it depends on my type of research which I am going to perform. After that, I have to decide out control group. So control group are two type, one is control, second is experimental. So control group is that group which is not going to have any special treatment, while experiment group is that group where I am going to give the treatment to that group. Then I have to decide the population, what type of sample, how many samples I have to collect it during my study. So this population is group of people which are having one or more similar characteristics. Then finally, when my research work is done, I will make an abstract using that research work, which is the summary of my complete research work. So these are various terms which are used in the research methodology to describe the systematic process of carry out the research and planning for publishing your research work. So in our coming session, we will discuss about the elaboration of all these terminologies. Thank you.